Hello everyone, my name is Boaz, and in today's topic we are going to discuss about electrical measuring instruments. Specifically, we are going to look at the secondary measuring instruments. Now, examples of secondary measuring instruments are, we have the ammeter, the voltmeter, the clamp meter, and the multimeter. Now, I'll start with the ammeter. The ammeter is used to measure current. Now, we have the AC ammeter, which is this one, and you can see from the sine wave showing that it is an AC. The sinusoidal wave is always used to indicate AC current and AC voltage. This one here is used to measure direct current. You can see from the symbol of a straight line with the dots beneath it. The first one, we call it the moving iron ammeter. This one is used to measure both AC and DC current. Now let us look at how to measure current using an ammeter. Now if you want to measure current through a load, for instance, let this lamp be our load. We are going to connect our ammeter in series with the lamp. That is how we measure current through the lamp. We connect the ammeter in series with the lamp. In this case, the lamp will be our load. Number two, we will look at the voltmeter. And as we know, the voltmeter is used to measure voltage. We have two types, that is the DC voltmeter and the AC voltmeter. Now, for the voltmeter, if we want to measure the voltage across the load, we connect the voltmeter in parallel to the load. In this case, this voltmeter here is used to measure the voltage through the 470 ohm resistor and the light emitting diode. Clamp meter. The clamp meter is used to measure current. Now it is the most suitable and portable instrument that can be used to measure both AC and DC current. Now a fluke clamp meter is the one that can achieve both the measurement of the DC and AC voltage. Now let us see how we connect the clamp meters in case we want to get the current reading. So if we want to measure the current through the red wire in this diagram, you will open up your clamp and put it in such a way that the red wire is inside the clamp. So when you hold the red wire inside the clamp, you'll get a reading on the display showing current passing through the red wire. Multimeter. A multimeter is the most used instrument of measurement. Now a multimeter has several functions. You can use it to measure voltage, you can use it to measure current, you can use it to measure resistance, you can use it to measure continuity, and you can use it to measure capacitance. Now this is a typical digital multimeter. It has a display screen to show the magnitude of the quantity you are measuring, and then it has several ports down here. You can see the ports have been labeled. The first one is labeled 20A, that is 20 ampere. The next one is labeled MA, that is milliamp. The third one is labeled common. The fourth one is labeled V for voltage, and then there is a sign ohm, the ohm sign for resistance. So in case we want to measure voltage or resistance or continuity, we use the common port and the V ohm port. So if I want to measure continuity, I'll plug the black probe in the common port and the red probe in the V ohm port, and then I will rotate the knob to where the sign of continuity is, and in this diagram this is where the sign of continuity is. Now continuity can be used to measure the faultiness of a fuse. So if a fuse is faulty, when you connect the two ends of the fuse, you won't get any sound. But if the fuse is okay, when you connect both ends and measure continuity, you'll get a sound. Now if I want to measure AC voltage, I'll check on the scale where there is V and a sine wave. V and a sine wave indicates AC voltage. V with a dash and few dots below it indicates DC voltage. So that is how you read the scale on the, you read to see where you can connect for you to read the specific electrical quantity you want. If I want to measure AC voltage, I'll check where there is V and a sine wave. If I want to measure DC voltage, I'll check where there is V with a dash and several 3 dots at the beneath the dash. If I want to measure resistance, I'll check the ohm scale here. If I want to measure continuity, I'll check the continuity sign. If I want to measure capacitance, I will check the farad scale on the digital multimeter. Now, I said for voltage, resistance and continuity we use the common port and the V ohm port. But if I want to measure current, then I will use either the 20 amp port or the milliamp port, basing on the magnitude of the current I want to measure. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.